Hey yogis, welcome back. Today we're going through a beginner yoga practice, nice and slow, nice and easy. So this is perfect if you are new to yoga and you want to try it out. This is also great if you are an athlete and just want to do yoga on the side. We're gonna lengthen and strengthen the entire body in a pretty gentle way today. When you're ready, come into a child's pose. You can keep either the knees apart or bring the knees together. The feet are touching. Walk the arms forward. Relax your forehead down to the ground. We're just here for a couple of breaths. Feel free to close your eyes. Relax. Arrive. Mentally get ready for the practice today. Whatever you had going on, whatever your plans are for the next 20 minutes or so, it's just time to focus on you. That's really all that matters. Keep the breath going nice and slow. Walk the hands more forward, find some more length in the upper body. Maybe move the shoulders up and down to lengthen out the sides of the body. Take a moment to set an intention for this practice today if that's something you would like to do. And the intention is important, the why is important. The how is usually easy, but why are we doing certain things? Why do you practice today? Is there something you're working on? Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, let it go. 2 more just like this. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Last one, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Come onto all fours. Come into a tabletop. The shoulders are above the wrists, the hips are above the knees. Untuck your toes. Now with your inhale, arch your back, look forward. Exhale, round your back, push the ground away for cat pose. Inhale, arch your back, look forward for cow pose. Exhale, cat. Let's do 2 more. Moving with the breath, especially in a vinyasa practice like this. It's very typical and unique for this style to connect the breath to the movements. Last breath in. Exhale, back to neutral. Beautiful. Now start to come onto your toes, rock forward and back with your arms straight. We're warming up the wrist just a little bit. Before you put any weight onto the hands and the wrists, you want to make sure that the wrists are nice and warmed up. So you're looking for a strong sensation in the wrists as you come forward, and a nice stretching sensation in the feet and the toes when you come back. Let's come back to neutral, make some circles around the wrists. Always keeping the wrists safe, really. Every single one of my practices or classes I teach at a studio or workshops or retreats, switch directions, I always do a wrist warm-up. It's just so important, especially because most of us spend most of our time on a keyboard, so it's not really the best for the wrists, so you gotta take care of those. Beautiful. Now find tabletop again, untuck your toes, shoulders over the wrists, hips above the knees. Start to extend your left leg back and the right arm forward. We call this spine balancing. Keep breathing, keep reaching back through the left heel. The left toes are pointing down. At the same time, you reach forward through the spine. So usually what happens is you arch your back and you kind of come into a little back bend. Try to do the opposite, tuck your tailbone, keep the core engaged. Keep the breath going. Feel the weight in your left palm, push the ground away more. Now with the breath, again, we're moving with the breath. Connect your right elbow to the left knee, curl into a ball, exhale. Inhale, extend, reach out. Curl into a ball, exhale. Inhale, extend. Let's do 1 more. Exhale, round, connect. Inhale, extend. Beautiful job. Bring the left knee back down. Keep the right arm lifted. Reach your right arm up towards the ceiling for a twist to the right side. Keep pressing into the left hand. Keep the breath going nice and slow. Last deep breath in. On your exhale, you thread that right arm underneath the left armpit, all the way to the left. If you can, relax the right shoulder down to the ground. And if possible, relax the right side of your face to the ground as well. Just 3 nice and slow breaths here. It's really all about the breath, melting, surrendering into those poses. And if there's something challenging, of course, you want to also use the breath to power through it and stay present, stay calm within, even though you're doing something challenging. With your next inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky again. Bring the hand back down, tabletop. Start to extend the right leg back, the left arm forward, other side, spine balancing. Press into your right palm, reach back through the right heel, the left arm is reaching forward. Now tuck your tailbone a little bit to engage the core. Really find that stability from the center of the body. Keep breathing. Now on your exhale, connect the left elbow to the right knee. Curl into a ball around your back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, connect. Inhale, extend. One more. Inhale, extend out. Hold. Clean it up. Bring the right knee down. Reach your left arm up. Inhale. For a twist to the left. Last deep breath in. Exhale, thread that left arm underneath the right armpit, all the way through, perhaps all the way to the ground with your head, with your left shoulder. And relax. Breathe into it. On your inhale, release, reach your left arm up. And exhale down back to tabletop. Beautiful job. Come onto your toes. Send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Keep the knees bent, walk the hands more forward. What we're looking for is really this length and opening in the shoulders and in your back. And you might have seen downward dogs before where the heels are on the ground, the legs are straight. But that's really not what we're looking for in this pose. If you need to bend your knees, that's perfectly fine. What we're looking for is to open the shoulders. So if you start to round your back, but bring the heels on the ground, like this, then that's not really a good functional downward facing dog. Instead, you bend your knees, move the chest towards the thighs, push the ground away. Keep the breath going nice and slow. Use your fingertips to grip into the mat. And if you want, you can start to straighten your legs a little bit, but keep that length in your back and the openness in your shoulders. So I've been doing this for quite a while, so I'm gonna bring the heels down to the ground and still keep that length in the shoulders. But feel free to keep the knees bent for now if you need to. Push the ground away. Externally rotate the arms more. Pull the lower belly in. And breathe. It's really all about the breath. See what's coming up while you're holding this pose. If it's easy, breathe through it. If it's challenging, breathe through it. Start to lift your heels, bend your knees, walk the feet forward between the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway, either hands to the shins or fingertips on the ground, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold forward and down. Let's just hang out here for a couple of breaths. So relax into this. Perhaps grab opposite elbows. Let the head hang heavy. We hold so much tension in the neck and in the traps, so you just want to relax. At the same time, give the hamstrings some time to open up. If you practice this in the morning, then you give them some time to wake up. Good morning, hamstrings. Good morning, lower back. Just relax. Now release the hands down to the ground or hands to the shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll all the way up to standing through the spine. Take a deep breath in. The arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back for pyramid pose. So both legs are straight, both heels on the ground. If you cannot bring especially the back heel down to the ground, and if it's lifted, oftentimes it's like this, then your stance is too wide, and you want to step that foot forward so that both heels are on the ground. Keep both legs nice and straight. Maybe use blocks here or books underneath your hands. On your inhale, you lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Let's do two more just like this. As you can see, we're again moving with the breath. Exhale, fold. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold. Beautiful. Now rebend the left knee. Place the hands down. Step the left foot back for plank pose. Push the ground away. If you want, you can set the knees down, but keep pushing the ground away. Keep pressing into the inside part of your hands, so the thumb side part, and also use those fingertips to grip into the mat. Tuck your tailbone, engage the core, lift your hips up a little bit higher. Keep the breath going. Let's take two more nice and slow breaths. Send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Again with the knees bent if you want to. On your inhale, lift your right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Keep pressing into the palms, the chest is moving towards the left thigh. Reach up and back through the right heel. Now on your inhale, come high onto your left toes. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Shift your shoulders forward, round your back. Push the ground away. Start to flex the right foot. Now step that foot between the hands. Pyramid pose on the other side. Shorten the stance, step the left foot forward. Make sure both heels are on the ground. Then you inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold forward and down. Let's take three more just like this with the breath. Gently pull the right hip back a little more. Be mindful of the right knee, so you keep a micro bend in your right knee so we're not hyperextending. Exhale, fold. Let's do one more because it's so nice. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Rebend the right knee, step the left foot forward to meet the right. Now inhale, lift up halfway, hands to the shins. Exhale, forward fold and down, pull the lower belly in. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine to standing. Reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold and down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step the left foot back. Set the left knee down to the ground. You can either stay on your left toes or you untuck the toes, depends how your left knee feels. I like to stay on the toes and then reach your arms up for low lunge. Send the hips forward and down, but to make this nice and active and not dump all the weight into the right hip flexor, you want to pull the right heel back and push the left knee forward. So you really engage the right hamstring, the quad, also on the left side. Reach out through the arms, then pull the lower belly in. Imagine you're holding something up and over your head and it's kind of heavy, so you want to keep the fingertips nice and engaged and active. Let's take one more last deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands down, plank pose, step the right foot back. Beautiful job. Now on your inhale, first you decide if you want to keep the knees lifted or set them down to the ground. Keep pushing the ground away. Inhale, shift forward, come high onto your toes. Bend your arms, lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes. Bring your arms close to your shoulders. The arms are bent. The hands close to the shoulders. The arms are bent. Now on your inhale, keep the feet on the ground. You lift the chest up, the hands the arms, the upper body lifts up. Engage your glutes, your back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, lower. Let's go for 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Lift up. And lower down. Bring your forearms on the ground for Sphinx Pose. The elbows are underneath the shoulders. And the forearms are parallel to another. So the hands are not together or interlacing. Keep them apart. Now, engage your glutes, press into your forearms, move the chest forward, pull the shoulders back. If this is uncomfortable for the lower back, then you bring your feet wider apart. There's really no reason to keep the feet together. You can actually back bend more, so this is a back bend. You can actually back bend more if the feet are wider apart. If you feel almost nothing here and you feel good in this pose, you can press into your palms, straighten your arms for seal pose, but really only if this feels good for you. Externally rotate the arms wherever you are, keep the glutes engaged. Relax your shoulders down away from the ears. Let's take 2 more nice and slow breaths. Last deep breath in. Exhale, release everything down. Beautiful job. Shake out the hips left and right. And then send the hips back towards the heels for child's pose. And we will then move into downward facing dog again. Send the hips up and back. Beautiful job. Keep the breath nice and slow. On your inhale, reach your left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Press into your palms, move the chest towards the right thigh. On your inhale, come high onto your right toes. Exhale, left knee to the chest. Shift forward, round your back. Push the ground away. Start to flex your left foot, nice and slow. Step that foot between the hands. Low lunge, set the right knee down. You decide what you do with your right toes. Either untuck or stay on the toes. Inhale, reach your arms up. Reach out through the fingertips, pull the lower belly in, pull the left heel back, push the right knee forward, and breathe. Last deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands down. Now we step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale to lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold and down. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine to standing. On your exhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, send the hips back. Keep the arms lifted. There's 2 options here. You can either keep the feet together and the knees together, or you keep the feet and the knees apart. Just not a combination of the 2. Send the hips back, keep the core engaged, pull the lower belly in. Let's take 1 more last deep breath in. Exhale, lift your heels, squat all the way down to the ground. Set the hips down and come onto your back. Bring the heels close to your hips and then press into the heels, lift your hips up high. Really engage those glutes. Keep the breath going. And if you want, you can come more onto the shoulder blades. At the same time, you interlace your hands behind the back for bridge pose. Let's stay here for about 3 more breaths. Last deep breath in. Exhale, slowly release the hips back down. Take a moment here, bring the knees together, just keep the feet where they're at. Relax on your back. Start to hug both knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Be proud of yourself for showing up today, for doing the work, for investing in yourself. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, extend the legs forward, exhale. Shavasana, just lay on your back. Take all the space you want. Bring the arms wide away from the body, the legs wide apart. Let the body relax, melt into the ground. Give yourself permission to lay here, to relax. Know that this pose is just as important as everything else we have done so far. Finish this practice nice and easy by giving your body time to go through everything it needs to go through. Relax your breath, so we stop controlling the breath. Let it come back to its natural rhythm. Instead, start to observe the breath. Feel the air coming in through the nose and out through the nose. Feel free to stay as long as you want in this final resting pose, Shavasana. The video will just end. Feel free to stay and relax before you continue with your day. I hope you check out all the other videos I have on this channel. And I'm looking forward to seeing you soon on the mat. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.